the heroic young women creating viral protests in Iran. How schoolgirls and students in Iran are finding a way to protest the murder of Mahsa Amini through videos that can be shared around the world. Iran is currently experiencing its biggest uprising since the Iranian Revolution in 1979 following the brutal murder of Mahsa Amini. The 22-year-old was beaten so badly by the country's morality police after being detained for incorrectly wearing her hijab that she fell into a coma and died on 16 September. Notably, the protests are being led by Gen Z women who are bravely risking their lives to incite change and using their tech savviness to bypass the country's censorship. Indeed, a few days after the protests began, the government blocked internet access, including WhatsApp and Instagram, to make it hard for its population to share footage of the unrest. However, young women have been using VPN connections or the Tor anonymity network to share shocking videos and photos of the revolt, with Iranians across the diaspora helping push the trickle of information seeping out of the country to the global mainstream media. In one particularly poignant video, a crowd of schoolgirls in the city of Karaj can be seen throwing water bottles while shouting at an education official, who had been sent to quell the unrest caused by Amini's death, before chasing him off the grounds shouting "Shame on you." In another, teenagers can be seen marching the streets without their hijabs, shouting "Women! Life! Freedom" in the city of Karaj, west of the capital, and in the Kurdish city of Sanandaj. Across 80 cities where protests have erupted, footage is showcasing the heroic actions of Iranian people en masse, who have been marching on the streets chanting "Death to the dictator" in direct reference to Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, burning their hijabs and cutting off their hair. To the dictator, explained Mr. Akbari of the Institute for War and Peace, reporting to the New York Times of the significance of the latter gesture that's currently going viral on social media. For those unable to attend the marches, they have uploaded videos of themselves removing pictures of the two supreme leaders who have ruled since the revolution, Ayatollah Khamenei and now Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, from their homes, offices and schools. In some photos, young girls can be seen with their backs to the camera with their hair on display, sticking their middle finger to the two ayatollahs. However, the protests are being met with brute force by the authoritarian regime. Most recently, the Iranian security forces clashed with the students at Sharif University of Technology, a prominent institution which is widely regarded as one of the best universities in the country. Last night, activist Twitter account 1500 Tasver posted a slate of videos that showed security forces chasing dozens of students trapped in the university's underground parking. Concerns further grew overnight where, local media reported, riot police confronted hundreds of students, using tear gas and paintballs and carrying weapons that shoot non-lethal steel pellets. Iran Human Rights, a Norway-based group, in a statement said that so far 133 people had been killed across Iran, including more than 40 people it said died in clashes last week in Zahedan, capital of the southeastern Sistan-Baluchistan province. They also stated that over 1,500 have been arrested so far in connection to the protests. Although in the past, the families of those killed by security forces have been intimidated by the authorities into keeping quiet, this time heartbreaking videos of funeral services show displays of public mourning, such as a woman cutting her hair over a coffin or a father dancing at his daughter's grave after promising he would at her upcoming wedding. As the country enters the third week of protests, many Iranians are calling for the rest of the world to please be our voice as the government crackdown on the internet intensifies. Be sure to honor the incredible actions of these brave individuals by amplifying their fight for freedom.